Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And let's find out what's been on the hook. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I had a great weekend as well. I hope everyone's happy and healthy today. I am so thankful for my new subscribers. I've had quite a few. I thank you for joining up with us. If you don't know, there is a community down in the description box. The link is there. You can join the community and receive emails from me about new patterns, about deals, different offer codes that you can use in my Etsy shop, and all kinds of other things. So I'll be sending out some emails here this summer, but I wanted to let you know if you're not signed up, you won't get those. So be sure to sign up in the description box down below and join the community, the On the Hook community. Y'all are so great. I appreciate everyone who came back to watch my show. It is a wonderful, wonderful spring, just about summer. It's actually really hot here. It was 90 degrees yesterday, and then today is just barely in the 70s. So I guess the weather can't decide just yet, but it'll be summer very, very soon. So I hope it's warm where you are and you're enjoying the beautiful warm weather and planting some plants, which I don't plan to do. I don't have a green thumb, and so I'm not planting plants this year. I admire people who can plant plants and have them actually come up out of the ground and do their thing and produce fruits and vegetables and tomatoes, whatever you're growing. I see cardinals all the time, and we see all kinds of different birds here. And here, owls. And we live in an area that has lots and lots of hoot owls, and they make that sound in the evening. It's so interesting to hear them say hoot owl. They do say that. It's really interesting. And they actually do that most of the night. They kind of hoot, and it's interesting to hear. But they never came to my bird feeders, but they do come to the woods behind my house, so I can hear them out there doing their thing. And our city, Ooltewah, is actually named for owls, and it means owl's nest. I just thought that was so interesting when I found that out. It's Cherokee for owl's nest, and that is where I live, and we do have lots of owls, so it's kind of interesting. So anyway, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're doing lots of crafty things. I've been doing lots of crafty things this week. I have several new projects in the works and new patterns on the way. The blue sky sweater, I'm still struggling with that pattern to be sure that I get it right. So it may be a little while before I get that out, but I do plan to get that out. Also, the Cecilia sweater, I am finishing that up, and I'll probably be wearing it on Monday. And this is called the People's Pullover. It's in the Ukrainian flag colors. I know you're probably tired of hearing this, but if you're new here, this is a charity pattern, and it's on my Etsy shop. And Crystal said she would model this every week until we reached our goal. And we are almost there, y'all. We only have 19 patterns left to sell to reach our 200 pattern goal. Now, all the proceeds will go to the Samaritan's Purse, run by Franklin Graham. They are actually in Ukraine and helping the people there. Not a political statement, just they're helping people there to survive and to find things to eat, to help them in hospitals and so on. So all the proceeds for this pattern in my Etsy shop will go to the Samaritan's Purse, along with $1 for each pattern from me, in addition to sending the proceeds. So I'm looking at hopefully sending $200 along with of my money with the proceeds from the pattern. So I designed this only for the Ukrainian. A shout out to the Ukrainian people. I love the colors in this. These are very bold and bright, and it is a beautiful, beautiful sweater. However, it's not for everyone, so I wanted to make it again, and I made it in Hobie yarn 8/8 cotton, and the colors are, let's see, the colors are coral and white, which is, you know, pretty obvious, coral and white, and they're really beautiful. Let me stand up and show this to you. This is the People's Pullover Reimagined. Here it is, my People's Pullover Reimagined. I made it from Hobie yarn. I really like this yarn. This is just like Paintbox. It's very, very similar to Paintbox. And I'll turn around and let you see the back. What I did differently on this particular interpretation of the People's Pullover, I added one window in the lace area so that it would be a little bit longer. That's really all I did. I also made the neck a little bit higher, the neckline a little bit higher, and it comes up a little bit higher on my chest here, but either way it looks just fine on me. It's not immodest or anything that way. I just wanted to make it a little bit different, and the fabric actually drapes just fine. I made it with probably about 4 inches of ease, maybe 5 or 6 inches actually on this one, 5 or 6 inches of ease. And the lace section will not be as wide as this. There's some reason that happens, I'm sure y'all know. I use the same size crochet hook on bottom and top, but it seems that the lace is not quite as, maybe it's not as flexible as the body fabric. That's probably what it is. And I like it because it doesn't flare out like a little skirt. It actually just kind of fits to my hips, and I'm wearing a pair of tan trousers, or these are almost khaki, I guess. And this is a nice enough outfit to wear to dinner, and it's very subtle. It's not like the Ukrainian flag version of the People's Pullover. This is very, very subtle, and I love the way it looks. It's so summery, and it's very, very cool. It's not hot at all. This is 100% cotton by Hobie, and it's very much acts like the Paintbox yarn from Love Crafts. This cotton is in a size 3 DK weight, just like the Paintbox cotton that I made the original People's Pullover from, and that is Sailor Blue and Buttercup in the Paintbox size 3 yarn. It's all cotton, and this is all cotton as well. It behaved very well. It did not split, and it's just as comfortable as it can possibly be. It's very, very soft, and it's all cotton, so it's going to breathe in the summertime. I plan to wear this all summer, hopefully in some air conditioning, but it maybe not outside mowing the yard or anything. But this will be very cool to wear pretty much anywhere. So I'm really excited that I finished it. I wanted to show you how the People's Pullover looked in different colors. I also decided to make it from Hobie yarn because they've been a great sponsor of my program. They did not sponsor this. I bought this yarn, and I made it in Hobie yarn because I wanted to experiment with it. And it's very, very nice. I really like it. It wasn't very expensive, and it's 800 to 1,000 yards of DK, and I probably used about 800 of the primary color, and then I used a couple of skeins for the white, so it was probably 100 yards maybe of this, maybe 2 skeins, maybe a couple hundred yards. But it didn't take too much of this. They're just around the neck, around the sleeves, and around the bottom above the lace. So I did just 3 rows of that. So it wasn't, I wasn't using too much yarn for the contrast color. It's just really just stripes here and there. So I really enjoyed making it too. I went right by the pattern. I did not deviate except at the neck. And what I did at the neck was I did not go as far over from the center point. I always tell you to measure to the center and count over a certain number of stitches, and then sew this panel up here to the shoulder. And I actually went over less stitches, fewer stitches this way, so that the neck wouldn't be quite as wide. But I really like the wide neck too. Crystal's going to show me that again. This is the wide neck, and this is the non-wide neck. See, there's quite a bit of difference there. And that's a function of starting over farther here on your neckline bottom edge. So if you start over a little bit farther, then it's going to make the neckline a lot wider. So I think there are maybe 2 inches difference on each side, and this is what you get. I really like this though. It's very comfortable. It's not uncomfortable at all. I like the look of the original as well. So you can make it either way, and that is certainly your decision to do. There are a lot of other decisions that you make in this pattern as well, because it's a flexible crochet. I call it flexible crochet. You can pretty much make this any way you want, and the width of the lace at the bottom is up to you. The width of the body is up to you. The sleeve length is up to you. I tell you how I did it in the pattern, and you can look at mine and say, I really want a wider neck, or I want longer sleeves, or whatever you say to yourself when you're reading through the pattern. I always recommend that you read through the pattern first before you crochet the first chain. Always read all the way through the pattern so you know where you're going before you get there. And there are places in here that you can fill in when you're doing rows in the pattern. You can fill in the check marks on the left side of the page, and that way you can keep up with what you're doing. Here's an example right here. This is the body of the pullover. There's a picture of it right here. And there's also places that you can check off when you finish a row. Then you won't wonder where you are when you come back to it. So there you go. That's the People's Pullover. I hope that everyone will buy one that hasn't bought one yet. It is a charity pattern, so please, please, I only need 19 to reach our goal of 200, and then we can send our money to the Ukrainian people. Again, not a political statement, because there are a lot of different ideas about Ukraine, but the people are still suffering over there. They're still in the crossfire. So I'm trying to help them as much as possible. And this was the best way I could do it, just by designing a pattern and the flag colors for the Ukrainian people. So that's why I call it the People's Pullover. Next up, I wanted to show you a design that I have worked on all week. I'm just really excited about it, and I'm not even going to show you the shape of what it is because I'm not quite there yet, but I wanted to show you what I'm making it from. This is Kobu yarn. This is from Lion Brand. They still, I believe, have this on their website, but I'm not positive. I know you can get it from Amazon, and Joanne had it on their website. This is the colorway beige. This is beige, and I wanted something very neutral to wear, and this will be designed to wear over a tank top or a shirt, a t-shirt. And I wanted to show you the stitch pattern. I'm not going to show you how I'm doing it just yet because I'm not quite sure. But I have started one piece of it. And this is the stitch pattern. Isn't that cute? It's a mesh stitch, but it's not done with chains. And I really love the way it looks. It's just so light. Look at that. You can see right through it. It's not designed to wear under anything. It's designed to wear over something. So Kobu is 51% cotton and 49% rayon from bamboo. And it is really, really soft. I've really enjoyed making this. So squishy, too. It's a squishy yarn and a squishy stitch pattern. So it's easy to do. I'm making this very, very easy as I try to do all my patterns. But you can make it to fit you and use your own measurements. So that's what I have in the works. I saw the Kobu yarn long ago, and I wanted to make something from it. I ended up making something from Trubu, which is, I think it's all rayon. I'm not sure. Rayon, 100% viscose, I think it is. And I don't like that yarn. I used it, and I wear the sweater sometimes, but I don't really like it. I didn't enjoy making it because the hook split the yarn all the time. I really struggled with it, but I did finish it and I did make it. But Kobu yarn is not like that. It is half cotton, half rayon from bamboo, so it is very, very easy to crochet with, and it's soft too. I really like it. So I'm making that. That is called the Slouchy cardi. The Slouchy cardi, and look for that pattern to come out. It shouldn't be too much longer because it's not that difficult to make. It should fit you just fine, just like all my patterns do. They're designed to fit you. They're done in flexible crochet, so just know that they're size inclusive. If you're a 5X or an extra small, you could make one of my sweaters to fit you. So try one. You may try one. Try the People's Pullover. I'm trying to get that sold. We only have 19 more to go, and if you've already bought one, think about buying another one for a friend, or buy 2 or 3. You're helping the Ukrainian people. I'm sending the money directly over to Ukraine. So please, please, if you haven't bought a People's Pullover, hit that button and spend $5.99 buying the pullover. There aren't any discounts on it because I wanted all the proceeds to go into the donation for the Samaritan's Purse. So that said, I won't talk about it anymore. I'm sorry I've pushed that so hard, but I did want to reach 200 if possible. Next Monday will be the cutoff. I'm just going to send what we have, and I'd love to be able to say we sent proceeds and $1 each for 200 patterns to the Ukrainians. So consider it this week. If you can think of it, just go out to my Etsy shop. I'll put a link in the description box, and you can click on that and purchase another one or your first one of the People's Pullover. This week I received 2 KnitCrate boxes. I was so excited. Look, I got 2 boxes in the mail, and one was for the regular monthly KnitCrate subscription, which I'll show you in a second, and this one was for the Malabrigo crate. Oh, beautiful, beautiful yarn. And I hope the camera can pick this up. I'm going to get it back here a little bit. This is a really deep pink, a very deep pink, and it's called, the color is called Light of Love. Light of Love, so beautiful. And the brand of the Malabrigo is Finito. It's called Finito, and it's sport fingering yarn, so it's fairly small. See, it's a very small yarn. It's not very big at all. It's not very hefty, which is fine for a summer top. And it's 200 yards per skein, and there are 3 skeins in the box, so there's 600 yards of fingering weight yarn. I wish I could make something out of that. I might try an Agnes sweater or something that doesn't take a lot of yarn. I might do that, and I might not be able to do the ribs around here. I might be able to just finish it off with a rolled edge or something. We'll do something with it. But this is 100% super fine merino wool. Now, I don't know if that's different from just merino wool, but it is quite gorgeous. It is quite gorgeous. Now, it's more of a tonal, and I wish I could get that up there where you can see it. Yeah. See the different tones of pink in there? Really pretty. Get it right up there where you can see it. The different tones of pink. I bet this is absolutely gorgeous crocheted up. I know it must be. What I wanted to show you was the patterns that came with this. There are a couple of scarf patterns. There's a beautiful knit pattern, and then there's also a crochet pattern. So let's take a look at those. This is a look at the Malabrigo yarn made up, and this is the crochet scarf. It's very, very easy. I looked at the instructions. They were ridiculously easy. So easy to do. Very nice. And then this is the knit pattern. Let me just show you that up close. This is the knit pattern, and this is the crochet pattern. But look at the beautiful tonals in that. I'm excited to make something out of this. I'm really excited. I hope I can get some more of this yarn so that I can make something substantial with it. But I wanted to show this to you. This is the pattern collection for the 2 crochet and knit for the Malabrigo yarn that I received in my quarterly KnitCrate subscription. A couple of extras that were in the box are this little yarn, I guess it's a darning needle, and it's on a piece of felt so you don't lose it, would be my guess. It's in the shape of a sheep. It's from Knitcrates. They do a lot of the extras in the KnitCrate boxes, and I really like their brand. I've actually gone out and bought some of those faux leather tags that you sew onto your handmade items, and it really makes them look so beautiful. I really like those. I ordered some of those from Knitcrates. This is also, I believe, from Knitcrates. I'm not really sure about this, but it's some measuring tape, and who can't use another measuring tape in their project bags? I try to have one in each bag, but I move them around, and so this will be wonderful. I have a project bag I'm going to put this in right now. There it goes in my project bag. So that goes in there. Now that's what was in my quarterly Malabrigo box from KnitCrate. Very, very nice. I've always liked that subscription. It's a little bit expensive. It's, you know, nearly $50, but it's every quarter, so it's every 3 months. And I received 3 skeins of yarn in that. I went actually to the KnitCrate site and tried to order some more, and I didn't see any on there, but maybe they haven't put it out on their website yet. This month is called Watercolor. That's the theme, and there are lots of beautiful, beautiful colors in here. The colors available were these 3 colors, and I received the Daffodil, and these are the sock colors. If you make socks or are interested in socks, even crochet socks, they have some beautiful, beautiful yarns in sock weight, but I don't usually use sock weight, so that's not really something I love. So I'm going with the regular knit and crochet box from KnitCrate. It's a monthly subscription. I find it's very much worth it. You get to receive beautiful luxury yarns that you would probably never see unless you go to your local yarn shop. And a lot of us don't have a local yarn shop, and we don't have one here in Chattanooga. I understand that it was closed during COVID, and so it never came back, and so we don't have a local yarn shop here. The closest one is probably 20, 30, 40 miles from here. So if you have a local yarn shop, you can go and feel and touch the luxury yarns. But I like to receive these in the mail because that way I don't have to go out shopping, and they send me some beautiful yarns. This is the colorway Daffodil, and this is 48% merino wool and 20% baby alpaca, 32% organic Pima cotton. It's a DK weight yarn, and I will be doing something with this. I've already ordered 2 more skeins of this, maybe 3. I think I ordered 3. And I have 2 in my box, and then I've ordered 3 more to have a sweater quantity. So beautiful. Look at this. I just love that. I just love that. It's so summery and fresh. Really love that. So that's a DK weight, by the way, if I didn't say, 274 yards on the skein. And if you're a KnitCrate subscriber, if you receive a monthly KnitCrate box, you can go out on the web and they have special prices just for you. So I always order my yarn that way. I like to get a sale price on it, I do, but I also like the ability to order more of what I receive in my monthly box. So they're trying to be better about that, having it out there available for you. As soon as you get your box, you can go right out there and order some more yarns so that you can make a beautiful sweater for yourself. This was the extra in the monthly box. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it is kind of cute. There's a little artist. There's a little guy, it looks like a man or a woman, whatever, with a hat on, with a beret on, and they're painting something. And it's a little stitch marker. Very, very cute. You can use that for knit or for crochet, I suppose. So there's that. Again, that was the watercolor, and that was the theme for this month's subscription box. Now, let's quickly go out and take a look at the patterns. This is a look at the Vidalana Trellis, which is the name of the yarn that I received on in my monthly subscription box, and I received the Daffodil right there. So it also came in spray rose and hydrangea. These are the sock colors right here. Very beautiful. I always order, though, this subscription box right here. This is the knit and crochet box, and I really love the yarn in there. Let's take a look at the patterns. And the patterns are these 2 patterns. This is the crochet pattern. This is by the same designer that did the Malabrigo crate as well. This is Lofty Garden Stole by Meredith, and I can't pronounce that last name real quickly. Tresbiatowski. That looks right. I don't know if that is or not. But the knit pattern is for some mitts, and those are Sunshine Mitts by Lauren Rad, much easier to pronounce. But these are the 2 patterns that came in the monthly KnitCrate subscription box. I'm making some progress on my portrait of Dr. Gaucher by Van Gogh. This is my diamond painting that I'm working on. And look, I'm about halfway up, so I'm really excited. Wanted to show you this too. These are beautiful, beautiful colors on here. The bright yellows, and the flowers are starting to come out now because I have diamond painted those. And this is just so beautiful. Beautiful because it hands how really nicely those are painted. I love this artwork from Van Gogh. This is not something he's famous for all that much. I guess he sort of is famous for this, mostly for Starry Night. But I wanted to show you the progress that I've made. I'm about halfway up, and I have attached this to a skirt hanger so that I can hang it up when I'm not working on it. This week I'm giving away a twister. This regularly sells for $37.49, I believe. And you can get it on sale for about half price, I think, if you're lucky. Every now and then you can find it on sale at Hobie. This is a Hobie twister, and it's cotton and acrylic, half and half. That's what the label looks like. It's from Hobie. Very nice yarn. Love it. I did a swatch of it, and it turned out really pretty. But I also decided to give this away, so this is part of our giveaway this week. I wanted to give this away. I also want to give away the Crochet Surprise, which has the Ogo yarn in it. Y'all probably seen this at the yarn store. If you haven't, it's a big circle of yarn, and it's easy to take apart. It's easy to pull from, the way I understand it, and it's just a basic worsted weight yarn. And the pattern here is a shawl, and let me show you that real quick. This is called the Diamond Shawl. Very pretty, and this is made with the Ogo yarn. So the inside this Crochet Surprise box is that yarn, and also the pattern and Dame Gray loose tee. Very nice box. Love Crochet Surprise. If you want a discount on your first box, you can go down to the description box, and there's a code there that you can use to to get a discount on your first box. Again, I am sponsored by Crochet Surprise, and they did send this to me for free, and I give this away every month I give a Crochet Surprise box away every month to a lucky subscriber. So that is up for grabs today as well. So we have a Crochet Surprise and a twister, and we also have a whole passel, as we used to call it, of yarn from Stylecraft. This is Stylecraft Special in all different colors, and I heard a lot of y'all wanted this too. You wanted everything, and I don't blame you. I would sign up for all this too. This is a whole lot of yarn here. I think there are 9 skeins, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 skeins untouched of Stylecraft double knit, and very nice. I think they're polyester actually. I think it's premium acrylic, excuse me. This is premium acrylic, very nice. I bought this for a project. I don't know why I bought it. I bet I bought it to make an Afghan or something. Maybe a baby Afghan, and it was, you know, not doing it. So I'm going to give all this away to a lucky winner. That's a big gift right there. I'm excited about that. Today we're going to pick winners for the twister, the Crochet Surprise, and the Stylecraft yarn. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these 3 gifts. Here we are at the computer, and there's the address, the internet address of last week's video. This is not the Hobie review yarn video. This is the video from last Monday. And there's the word twister. So let's go in here, and we want to filter duplicate. Excuse me, I didn't do that last time. So let's get the YouTube comments. Find out how many people signed up for the twister yarn, and that was 247 people. So a lot of people wanted that twister yarn. So let's look and see who wins it. Who wins the twister? Cake. Barb. Barb, you've won the twister. And there it is right there's her word twister in her comment. So Barb, you have won the twister cake of yarn from Hobie. Congratulations. Now let's move over here and change the word, and the word is special, and that was for the Stylecraft yarn. Special L. Okay, the word special is in there, and it's spelled correctly. Okay, and we have to tell YouTube comment picker the answer to this question. 1 plus 3. Okay, let's find out how many people were using the word special in their comment. 243. Okay, that sounds about right. So let's go over here and see who wins the 9 skeins of Stylecraft yarn, and that's Barbara G. Barbara G. Okay, so there is special right there in her comment. So Barbara G, you are the winner of the special yarn. All those 9 skeins. Congratulations. All right, let's go over here. And we'll always go the wrong way with that. All right, let's use another word in here, and that word is surprise, and that's for the Crochet Surprise. Let's see, R-I-S-E, surprise, and they're asking us now to add those 2 numbers together, and let's go down here and get the YouTube comments for this particular word, which was surprise. For the Crochet Surprise, 215. So let's go down here and find out who wins the Crochet Surprise this week. And that would be Gail Stellar. Gail Stellar, you have won the Crochet Surprise box, and there's the word surprise right there in her comment. So Gail Stellar, congratulations. You have won Crochet Surprise. Congratulations to everyone. Please email to me your mailing address, and let me get those out to you. Let's talk about giveaways for next Monday. Next Monday, the 30th, we are going to give away another twister, and these are the colors in the twister: purple, turquoise, and kind of a dark blue. Very beautifully done, as all their twisters are. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful yarns. And I'm giving this away because I know that Jeannie is not going to make something out of this. So I'd like to give it away to a lucky subscriber. This is 1,093 yards of beautiful, beautiful yarn, and it is 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. Cotton and acrylic. It's very, very pretty. I like it. I like it a lot, but I'm not going to make it right now, and I want somebody else to enjoy it. This also has the easy start on it, and I've already started this for you. So this is a Frogger finish, but it's not very big. You can frog that out pretty quickly, or just cut it off if you don't want to fool with it, but I think it frogs out pretty easily. It's a Frogger finish, so that is for gift number 1 next week. This is the Twister yarn from Hobie. Very, very nice gift, and I'm giving this away next Monday. Now, for our second gift is the Tweed Delight, and y'all saw this on my Hobie review. If you didn't see it, go back and take a look at that review I did this week, or I did it last week. It's the Tweed Delight, and this is a beautiful, beautiful pink color. Look at that. And it's a worsted weight. There are, I think there are 109 yards on this ball. Look at those beautiful colors in there. And I have 7 balls of this. So there's enough to make a pretty sweater, or a little baby throw, baby sweaters, anything like that you can make from this. It is a viscose yarn. It's actually wool 85%, 10% acrylic, 5% viscose. So it's a nice soft yarn, and I talked about this on my Hobie review. It's a beautiful yarn, very soft, and this is an example of what it looks like. I showed this in the review, but you can go back and look at it if you want. But this is what it looks like made up. The stitch definition is there. It's very, very nice, and it was very easy to crochet with. It didn't stick to anything. It was very easy to crochet. So 7 balls of that will go to winner number 2 next week. And the keyword there is Hobie, and you have to spell it right, so be sure you spell it right. It's H-O-B-B-I-I. H-O-B-B-I-I. Be sure to spell Hobie correctly, and you'll be in the running for this beautiful Tweed Delight. Now, along with that, I'm going to award 3 crystal buttons, and I know I said I really wanted to use these, but I think on this, wouldn't they be beautiful on a little sweater for either you or your little girl or whoever you want to make it for? This is a nice combination. I thought that the crystal buttons would go very nicely. I was going to keep those for Jeannie's project, but I decided no, I was just going to send these off to someone, let them use them and be enjoying those while they sat around in my stash for who knows how long. So I'm going to go ahead and give these to the person who wins these 7 balls of yarn. So this is a big gift next week, so be sure you tune in after you sign up in a comment section. So be sure to use the word Hobie in your comment, and you'll be in the running for this 7 skeins of yarn and 3 crystal buttons next week. And be sure to put the word Twister in your comment if you want to win the Twister yarn. This is beautiful yarn. Before you click away, please like this video. It helps me so much grow my channel, so I appreciate everybody who likes my videos. Also subscribe if you're not subscribed, and press the notifications if you want to be notified when I come back and do a video. Also, be sure to join the community down in the description box. It's not the same as subscribing, so be sure to join the community down in the description box. That tells me that you're interested in my emails, and you'll get first notice of patterns that come out. Also, special offer codes just for you, so be sure to sign up for that. You also get a free pattern when you sign up, and what could be better than that? Just go ahead and sign up for it, and jump on my email list. That way you will know about everything that I'm doing here at On the Hook Crochet. So I will be back next Monday with a new video, and we will select the winners for this beautiful, I love this yarn. I love this yarn. Somebody's going to be very lucky to get 7 balls of that. I actually bought enough to make something with, and I knew I wasn't going to get to it, so I'm just going to go ahead and give it away. So be sure to use the word Hobie in your comment and the word Twister in your comment if you're interested in that yarn, and I will see you next Monday. Join me then to find out what's on the hook.